What is going on, everyone? What is going on is new episode. We have new faces today because the bald bastard is, what a shock, he's fucking camping. So, to your right of the screen is the roommate that I have. Hopefully he doesn't die here, Mr. Mcsemco.
Jesus, that was quite the introduction.
And then the handsome, fine gentleman underneath me, the host of Tad's Dirty Keto Kitchen, Mr. Taddy McSausage.
What's up, everybody? Listen, I'll replace the other bald bastard for the night. Let's do it.
You are a bald bastard.
I am a bald bastard.
So now we got
laugh tracks on this motherfucker.
I got laugh tracks. I got everything. You know, come on. When you bust on me, I got a good one. You know, I got it all here, man.
You got it all. You got it all, brother.
I just need followers now. You got followers. I got laugh tracks.
Yeah, I'm up to 2,000 followers on my page. Barbie was just telling everybody I host a cooking show called Taddy and the Toddler's Sunday Meal Prep, and it is me teaching people how to cook keto, dirty keto, low carb, and all sorts of good stuff like that. So basically, the gist of the show is I do about an hour and a half show trying to teach people how to do the keto diet. I was 300 pounds at one time and dropped a bunch of weight, and now I live a better, healthier lifestyle. I work out every day. And Barfy just called me coming out of the gym. He's like, "Hey, you want to do the podcast?" I'm like, "Yeah, fuck it. I'll pour some bourbon and hang out with you guys."
So I will say this. So ironically enough, Tad and I were good musician friends. We were in bands together back in the day, and he was the big boy, and I was the skinny boy. Now the tables have...
You were the runt of the litter.
I was the runt of the litter. I was a whopping 150 pounds soaking wet. And then, now tides have turned. He's the skinny, good-looking dude, and I'm the fat, out-of-shape guy.
Listen, man, all you got to do is follow... Man, you all got all the fucking sound effects. Barbie, I told you, all you got to do is follow the page, buddy. I'll teach you how to cook all the good stuff, baby.
Here's the problem. You have a family. You have a wife and kids and all that shit, whereas I'm a single dude. It is hard to meal prep. It's hard to meal prep for one guy, like one person, how to buy that food without it going bad, without it spoiling, because I've tried it tons and tons and tons of time. And it just, every time I try to prep, just a meal prep, I'm throwing half my food away because it goes bad because I get drunk and then I go, oh, Taco Bell's a quarter of a block from my house. You've seen it.
That's a problem. That's a problem with a lot of fucking people.
When I was drinking, I did it too.
I synced them.
I wake up to half burritos all the time and I'm like, oh, damn it.
Well, what I used to do is I would take the leftover soft shell tacos. After a night of drinking, I would get like $60 worth of Taco Bell, and then I'd get the Taco Supreme soft pack, and then I would scramble some eggs and and doctor it back up, and then I'd have breakfast burritos in the morning.
But listen, this is gonna sound like a crazy fucking idea, but listen, you buy the big old soft pack of tacos with Supreme, whatever, and get yourself some low-carb wraps. Take all the shit off of it, toss it over to low-carb wraps, and you still got the same fucking thing, dude. There you go, low-carb tacos.
But it's Taco Bell. I think Taco Bell got a D- in their health rating from the Board of Health. You're saying get rid of the tortilla and make a low-fat tortilla, and I'm keto?
Low carb. See, there's low carb. Keto is high fat, low carb. See, and then moderate protein. That's the carb part is the big boy. You got the tortilla, which is like 54 grams of carbs right there. You get one of those Mission brand low carb wraps. Throw all that junk from Taco Bell right on top of there. Just replace the wrap, dude. You're good.
That seems doable.
It's a great idea.
Seems doable. Carbs are the killer, they say. Mcsemco needs to eat all the carbs I'm going to get rid of. This man looks...
I was going to say,
yeah,
he looks skinnier than all of us.
He literally is the same size as me when we were playing music. That's exactly his build.
5'10" and $150.
God damn. Yeah, I'm 5'7", still 200 pounds, but like I work out every freaking day, so it's a goddamn challenge. I take off my shirt though; it looks like a puppy dog you're slapping in the wind.
So you want to talk about stupid stories? So Taddy and I have a bunch of stupid stories growing up, and one I would like to share was from your bachelor party.
Oh no!
Because I was not only his best man.
No.
I was his best man, but I also was his minister. So this was under under the cloth, as you might say. We decided to start the whole bachelor party off with shooting shotguns while jumping on a trampoline
and drinking bourbon.
And I was drinking some girly drink at the time too. I think I shotgunned a nice Seagram's wine cooler or something like that because it was in the back of my truck.
Yeah, you were taking video of that shit too. You're like, yeah, watch me drink this pussy drink and then shoot a shotgun and jump on the trampoline. And I'm like, what are you doing? But whatever.
And then somehow by the end of the night, someone had a ruptured appendix.
All right, so here's the story behind that. All right, so later on that night, we all get together with the guys, and we meet at this strip club. What was that place called again?
The Sanctuary.
The Sanctuary. So Barfi is already familiar with the schmeeze that's in there. She's like this short, little, thick, my type of girl. I love thick girls. Even though like I lost a bunch of weight, I still love a thick girl.
Gotta love the thick ones. That's what we promote on the show. Love the thick ones.
Love the thick ones. So, but she is a man-hating lesbian. Let's call it as we see that. She's a man-hating lesbian.
She was.
So me being the cocky bachelor, she's like, "Oh, I'm going to handle you tonight." I'm like, "Oh, bring that shit." And well, let's just say I regret that decision. So they decide to bring me on stage.
They call this the hot seat.
The hot seat. They bring me on stage for the hot seat, and there was two girls. One was the man-hating lesbian, and the other girl.
Mind you, she was the woman that I chose for you was not even a dancer. She was just the bartender. She wasn't even actually a dancer.
Well, through the whole night, she's sitting there slapping my ass like with a belt, with a paddle, and I'm like, "Yeah, baby, that's all you got." And she hated that. She hated that with a passion because I kept egging her on. So part of it's my fault, but a lot of it is her fucking fault. But they bring me up on the hot seat. It's me, the man-hating lesbian, and then another stripper. So the one stripper is sitting on my face, and then I, for some reason, they take my top off, which I was still 300 pounds at that time. So my gelatinous belly is just flapping, and so she starts hitting me with a belt across my stomach, like, I'm like,
Jesus.
And I'm screaming into this woman's thigh, like screaming for dear life. My father is there, my uncle is there, my great uncle is there, all my buddies are there, and they're sitting there like, like watching Jackass, I'm screaming.
He fucked up.
I'm screaming into the cave of wonder of this one stripper, and then this one catches up. Well, and she keeps slapping me. Well, then she decides to go for the balls. She starts nailing my balls, and I'm sitting there shuddering, shaking, trying to get the hell out of this because I'm also tied up too. Let's not forget, it's a hot seat for a reason.
That's when we threw the towel in. Like it was one of those. We're like, you need to stop. She almost got fired. The charges almost were pressed. It was bad. It was bad.
Holy shit!
Even for me, like he talks game, and I'm like, oh, Taddy's got this. I saw what she's done. I'm like, oh, she's not going to be like, I didn't know she was going to go, whip a can of whoop ass. She went stone cold Steve Austin on his ball sack, and oh man,
it's amazing I was able to have children after that night. So,
oh my god,
this This is the week before
I'm
my
about
wedding.
to bust.
The week before his wedding.
A week before my wedding. I think it was a Saturday night, I believe.
Yes.
So 2 days later, I'm having like these incredible bad stomach ache. I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I got to shit really bad. I'm in there trying to shit like a goddamn mongoose. And I'm like, nothing's coming out. And I'm like, oh, dude, something's wrong. And it just kept getting worse and worse. So I try to make myself throw up. That's not working. I mean, I did throw up, but it was just because of me sticking my finger so down my throat, you think I'd call somebody daddy. That's how bad it was.
Jesus.
Thank you, Daddy.
So, thank you, Daddy. So finally, I'm like, I gotta go to the hospital. I get to the hospital. I'm in tears, screaming in pain. So they run me through the MRI machine, the CAT scans, all sorts of nonsense. Here, my appendix burst 4 days before my wedding.
So
I had to get.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I had to get emergency surgery to remove my appendix 4 days before my wedding. So I'm all hot. They had to resuscitate me in the middle of the surgery. I actually stopped breathing in the middle of the surgery. That's how bad it was because I waited so damn long to get this thing checked out. Like I was hurting real bad. So they had emergency surgery. They removed the appendix, and like I said, 4 days before my wedding, I got up like the next day. I still haven't even picked up my tux yet. I was supposed to pick it up like that day. I didn't even get my tux yet. Didn't get fitted, nothing. Like I got size, but I didn't check the size or anything like that. So get out of the hospital. I was in the hospital full of Dilaudid and that shit on a drip. I'm sitting there, hey. Like I was higher than Bob Marley. It was friggin' insane.
Or like Willie Nelson on Tuesday.
Jesus.
Yeah, pretty much. It was gnarly. So now fast forward to the wedding day. I got painkillers. I got moonshine. I got bourbon that I made in my system. I'm standing at the altar smiling like a friggin' idiot, like, and everybody's like, oh, he looks so happy. And I'm sitting there, la, 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 la.
The amount of opiates and alcohol running through his system, I was looking pretty for him.
Jesus.
So what happens is, so now he's in the hospital when this happened. I get our boss, because we worked together at the time. I get our boss and like all of our coworkers coming up to me going, yo, man, I ain't never going out with you. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Because I didn't know yet. I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, what the hell did you do to Tad? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, dude, he's in the hospital. What the hell did you do? I'm like, so when people say I got to hang out with you, Barfy, no. You don't want to do that. You might wind up in the hospital.
You know, the most fucked up part is like that wasn't even the first spot that we stopped at. That was just the first place. Then we hit another strip club,
and then we wound up in Atlantic City.
Then we wound up in Atlantic City, in the middle of Atlantic City, chugging beer, tossing out friggin' windows. Like we were acting like a fool, and nothing hit me until like 2 days later. And that was the insane part.
I remember that.
I was so black and blue all over my body, like from my ass, my stomach, like right around my thighs. You think I was in an abusive relationship? It was insane.
Literal blue balls.
Literally.
Literal blue balls.
And
absolutely insane.
So Mcsemco is a lot younger than us, by like about 10 years.
27.
10 years.
God damn it.
And
I'm 38, so
right. And
sure.
I'll be 30s. By the time this airs, I'll be 36. But
well, happy birthday, Barfy.
Whatever.
Yeah. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
That's just stupid.
So what was I getting at? Oh yeah, so Mcsemco, when you decide to get down on one knee and propose to your old lady, just keep that in the back of the mind. I'm going to be sitting there like those memes with the black guy behind the tree. going like this, waiting for you. I'm like, oh, I'm planning a bachelor party. I'm not even going to be the best. I don't even need to be the best man. I am just going to plan your bachelor party.
Yeah, I
better get that invite.
I came to conclusion that I quit drinking, but I came to conclusion. And I was thinking about it. I was telling her, I was like, yeah, whenever I do get married or whatever, that's when I'm gonna drink. So
wait a minute. Let's think this through. You retired. You retired from drinking.
Yeah.
And then now you're going to decide the day of your wedding to come out of retirement?
Absolutely, in Mcsemco style.
You are going to die, sir. You are going to die. Like you got to warm up. I mean, when Michael Jordan came back to the NBA, he didn't just go, all right, I'm back in the NBA and start dunking again. No, he's like, I got to practice and warm up, and then I'm going to go to a shitty team like the Wizards. You got to start back up. You know, you can't just jump back in. You ain't Ali. You just can't jump back in the ring and start boxing.
Just don't feed him that IPA bullshit that you drink. Ugh.
You mean my tasty blue beverage?
What the hell are you drinking? It looks like Kool-Aid.
Yeah, it's from Jonestown.
He moved on to mouthwash.
You still collecting all that beer?
Nah, I'm getting rid of it bit by bit. I haven't really been buying beer much. But now I'm moving on. Since that's over with, now I'm going with my... Oh, I got myself a nice little old-fashioned with my smoked ice. So
I'm just drinking bourbon on the rocks.
For the record, when he says, I'm getting rid of my beer collection, I looked for a water today. And
it's Natural Light in there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Close enough.
Well, it's Natter Days. It's good lawnmower beer, you know.
Sure, when I drank, that was some good shit.
That was some good lawnmower beer. Dude, I got to say, your collection of Marvel figurines, predominantly the X-Men, is looking amazing. I'm going to zoom. I'm going to blow this up for the screen so everyone at home can actually see this. But
this is my newest piece right here. This shop cost me around $1,400 right here. The Sentinel with Gambit and Juggernaut and Magneto on top flying overhead.
Oh, okay.
$1,400 piece.
I thought Magneto was just part of that painting back there, but no. He's
part of the set. He's part of that.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean,
yeah. I just got this in like 2 weeks ago, man. This is like the centerpiece of my collection now.
Well, for $1,400, it better be.
Well, Daddy. And I just ordered a Stan Lee statue in memory of Stan Lee.
You got to.
Absolutely. Yep.
But
you can see Stanley behind Magneto, kind of.
Well, your bald head's in the way. Oh, okay, I see him. So, where's I going with this? I forget where I was going with this.
You're talking about my toys.
Yeah, your toys. So parents took me out for my birthday today. So I've been drinking whiskey since about 4 hours ago.
Beautiful.
So yeah. Shut up. Dogs are barking. But what's the one advice since you are a married man? Now the bald bastard's got 7 kids. You got like 3 that you know of. What is your advice to the happy wife, happy life thing? I mean, I know yours is a bit, different, but what is your advice in this world? Because I'm never getting married, as we might have noticed. So I can't give advice on this. All I can say is, happy wife, happy life, which could mean a bunch of things. Stand around on all fours with a fucking plug in your tail. I mean,
Listen, just find simplicity in your relationship. Find someone that is, what's the best advice? Simplicity. Simplicity is the best way to do it. Like I love to cook, so find something that you enjoy doing for other people. For me, it's cooking. So like I every night I come home, I make a big dinner for my wife. We hang out a little bit, and then for the most part, separation. Separation. What's the word? What's the best way to describe this?
Distance makes the heart grow fonder.
Exactly. So find your own hobbies and make sure you give each other space. This way, when you guys do spend time together, you're not up each other's asses all the time. You know, me and my wife, we love spending the weekends together with the family. We always make a big deal out of it. And then during the week, I come home, I make dinner, we sit around the table, we hang out for a little while, and then we do our own thing. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be, we don't have to be up each other's asses all the time. And I think that's the problem with a lot of freaking marriages anymore is some women feel like their husband needs to be up their asses all the time. That's not the case. You got to find somebody who's good enough to be your friend and, you know, also, you know, plow her every once in a while. That's my best advice.
Oh, look at you.
Sentimental.
Look at you being so sentimental. I don't remember where is this
This ain't the guy from the strip club.
this ain't the guy that I met, you know, 13, 14 years ago at the Cherrywood
bar. I've been through a lot of different experiences. Let's just call it that. And I do have 3 children, 3 different mothers, and I am finally snipped. Hooray!
Hooray!
So no more coming out of the beanbag.
That's actually what I'm doing. I finally just got health insurance. And that is the first thing I'm doing. I've had a kidney stone for God knows how long. That's killing me. I'm going to the urologist.
Just some blood?
Once in a while. Pissing it, shitting it, who knows? Whatever. First thing I'm doing.
That's the ultimate version of Slayer's song. It's in blood!
I'm getting first thing I'm doing. I'm not even finding a primary doctor. I'm finding a urologist to blast a kidney stone, and more importantly, to get snipped because I don't want to be walking around with a loaded pistol anymore.
Well, listen, the best advice I can give you if you do get snipped, just take the week off, all right? Because I only took 3 days off, and then I went back to work. And let me tell you, especially because are you back in the warehouse now? Is that what you're doing?
I'm a general manager for a warehousing facility.
There you go. So if you got to do any kind of like pulling with your arm or anything like that, trust me, your groin is using a lot more work, more than you know.
Listen,
you know, I'm sitting there thinking,
I'm a big boy. I got a lot. I'm pulling my groin just walking up the steps.
So just take the week off and buy tidy whities. That's the best advice I can give you.
Tidy whities.
Tidy whities. I'm telling you, you need that constriction. You need something to hold your beanbag in place for like a week straight. Because that was my mistake. Is I stuck with my regular boxer briefs. I'm like, I'll be all right. And I'm sitting there like, every step I took, it was old man walking the whole time. Like,
but I already old man walk. You see me, my fucked up back. I'm already walking like I'm old.
Well, then trust me, buy the tidy whities. Once you get snipped, buy the tidy whities before you get snipped. Ice the balls, tidy whities. Take the week off. Let it heal. All right, so don't do what I did.
I'm gonna have to wait.
I fucked up.
I'm gonna have to wait till the summer next time the Olympics come around, or March Madness, even though I don't watch basketball. But I'm gonna have to do it during something like that. So, or like I'll have to do I could do a Marvel movie marathon.
True.
Ooh.
Could do that. You know that should last me 4 days, or just watch Game of Thrones again.
Anybody gonna watch Shang-Chi this weekend?
I'm gonna wait a little bit. Just because I want to do my research on Shang-Chi before I watch it, just because I want to be able to I want to know it. I want to know it since I'm not too familiar with the comic. I want to. All
right, so a little bit of background. Just so if you're going to see Shang-Chi, it actually the original Iron Man has a lot to do with this story.
I understand. I did see that with the flags, and I've been watching little tidbits here.
Yep. So if you remember the original Iron Man, the terrorist group was called the 10 Rings.
Yeah.
And that has to do with Shang-Chi's father. So that's, you know, and then the actual Mandarin comes into play from what I understand. So,
right. Shang-Chi's father was Shang Tsung, right?
That's Mortal Kombat.
Whatever.
Your soul is mine.
Oh, whenever he gets that That surgery. What a bad time for me to learn Megadeth's whole discography on guitar.
Oh no! Oh
Rust
no!
in peace, because this man won't be able to bust in peace all week.
That's another thing. That's another thing. You actually gotta get rid of the rest of your stuff out of your ball sack for like 2 weeks. You gotta release the beast for 2 weeks before you actually
Whoa!
are safe.
This dude's gonna come upstairs looking like Quagmire when he found out about the internet.
You kidding me? After round 3, I got a flag popping out saying "bang."
His one arm's gonna look like this. The other one's gonna look like this.
Oh.
That's bullshit.
Oh, damn it! I guess I got to be a switch hitter. So like maybe there we go. I'll do like the fucking Stranger game or whatever. I'll do the NyQuil game or the ZQuil game. I'll drink some ZQuil and then see who wins first, ZQuil or me.
Jesus Christ!
Just sit on your hand for about 10 minutes. Wait till it's nice and pins and needles, and then just go to town. Bring out some lotion. Put on some light some candles. Romanticize it. Make it a special event.
I could find a wet sponge in a Pringles can. I'm sure.
You should get one of them. What are they called? What's the pocket pussy thing called?
A fleshlight.
Yeah, fleshlight. There you go. Yeah, get the fleshlight.
So
just make sure you wash it out afterwards.
Oh, nah, man. I want to keep that in there. Let it permeate. Let it ferment a little bit. Make a yeast out of it. So if any lady wants to help me take care of this before I get my ball snipped, hit me up at barfreethebassbrigade@gmail.com.
You sold me.
And yeah. So you plan on having any more kids?
Well, me and Shelby talked about this, and she wants one, and I'm cool with that when I get older. And because Callie's getting older, so I got a babysitter if it comes to it.
That's smart. Wait till the oldest is old enough to watch the baby, so you can actually enjoy your life without wanting to jump into oncoming traffic. Oh, did you get hit by this tornado? Speaking of oncoming traffic, this is a weird, different way to get to it.
It was like 10 minutes from my house though in Mullica Hill, so it was close. It was real close. So I actually didn't even know about it until like the next day. So
it was behind my house, literally a block away. It destroyed a warehouse, and I was freaking out because I'm like, I had people calling me from like a friend of mine works at that warehouse. They're like, yo, we just got hit by the tornado. Check your house. And I couldn't. I was in the middle of work. I'm up in Manayunk. Manayunk is flooded, so I couldn't even if there was something wrong, I couldn't even go home. And then I checked my cameras and like everything's hunky dory. I'm like, are you sure a tornado came by? And then I texted him like, did we have a tornado? And he sends me a Twitter feed, whatever thing. What do they call it? It's a Twitter feed, twatter feed.
Something. My buddy sent it to me. I was like, holy shit.
And then I had a friend of mine who's a firefighter was like, yeah, you're not gonna be able to get home for a while because every road to your house is flooded. I'm like, thanks. Good thing I'm gonna be here till 3 in the morning.
I actually found out about it through Kibbles because I'm friends with her on Facebook.
I don't even want to know why they call her that.
Oh, you know.
Oh God.
I see that not too long ago. She works up at the diner right up the road from me. She's like one of the managers there. And I took the whole family up, and we were bullshitting for a little bit. She's actually doing pretty good, man. She's got a couple sprats. She's married. She's looking good. She looks good, man. She's doing pretty good for herself.
I mean, did you look at her and go, bacon, bacon, bacon? That's bacon!
No, but I reminded her of how you hit her with your car.
I did not hit her.
Whoa. We need to go back a couple of years. I need to hear this.
All right. We're going to go back in time again. We're going to go back in time. And
back to the Cherrywood. Back
to the days of the Cherrywood where we were assholes. Let's be real here. We were drunk, horny assholes. And there was this woman that was nicknamed Kibbles. You already know how she got the nickname, so we're not going to. Anywho, so
sorry, Brutus.
She wanted to hang out. She texted me to come hang out. She was a puddle when she texted me. So I came to pull up. As I'm pulling up, she came walking out. She fell. She was wearing heels because she was a drunk fuck wearing fucking hooker heels, because I always said I like my women in heels, and leave it to the whore to have fucking huge heels on. And she fell in front of my car walking to the passenger door because I was not a gentleman, because why would I? Her name's Kibbles. You think I'm going to treat her like a woman? And she fell in front of my car. I did not hit her. I've only hit one person with one car, and it wasn't that car.
The Joe Bolt.
Oh, the Joe Bolt. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Oh, man. I wish I had any memories in that car.
Yeah, we've all had that one vehicle. Mine was the Begelmobile. I drove this tank Grand Marquis, and I could fit several dead bodies in this thing. And it was one of those town car looking things. It was monster V8. They're like the old undercover police cars. But I love that thing.
Crown Vic style.
Yeah, exactly. It was basically the goofy cousin of a Crown Vic. That's exactly what it was.
Oh, dude, I still want to get like one of those Crown Vics. Like, some places like used cars have the old cop cars with the spotlight on. I totally want to get one just to fuck with some kids in the woods.
Oh, you got to.
To this day, whenever I see those things, I'm like, is that a cop? Is that no?
Every time. I'm like, no way. Everybody drives
every fucking time.
It's now either a Chevy or a Dodge.
And the goddamn Karens and their Explorers.
If you want to figure out if it's a cop or a Karen,
roof rack.
Check for the roof rack. Even if it's undercover, all police vehicles do not have a roof rack on them. So if it's smooth up top, it's a Karen. No, if it's smooth up top, it's a cop. If it's not smooth, it's a Karen, because most Karens probably don't shave that shit anyway.
Grass on the field, play ball.
And so I'm gonna switch gears here. It's because so we have a sponsor here at Pod. It's called Poddex. If you go to poddex.com, and if you want to start your own podcast, you can use these to help interview people, or when you're like me and you're drunk and you just can't concentrate because you're drunk. And you can download conversation starters and interview packs and all that stuff. Use the code either Mammary Lane, mammary as in like mammary gland, or BATBB, and you'll receive 5% off. So here we go. I'm going to go with Mcsemco. I'm going to start this one with Mcsemco. Mcsemco, where is the weirdest place you've ever had sex?
While she was driving. Multiple positions. So
wait,
I never told you this?
No. First off, Teslas weren't out back then, and I've watched a lot of Tesla porn because for some odd reason I'm really interested in it. But go on. Go ahead.
So I think I was like 18, 19, real fucking horny, and my ex picked me up, and fucking we were driving down the road, not many cars, and she was like, "Do you want to fuck?" And I was like, "Let's see if we can do it while you're driving." So she put her hand on the gas, and I bent her over, and I was steering. And then we went in the same seat, and same thing. Hand on the gas, I was steering, and going to town. And it worked.
You did. You crazy son of a bitch, you did.
How do we top that? We can't even top that.
No, I don't have a better story than that one. I got a lot of stories, but I don't think I got that good story.
I was ready to say I got plenty of stories. Nothing beats that. I mean, I think. Oh, go ahead, Taddy. Where's your weirdest place? I mean, I have a favorite story of yours, but what's your weirdest?
All right, the weirdest place. I think I know what story you're going with, but the weirdest place. It was literally a wham bam thank you, and it was in an elevator at an apartment complex. It was like we were at the top. I think it was like the 5th floor, and I'm like, I think we can do it. We're in the. We didn't even hit the elevator button, and we're going to town. And then all of a sudden, the elevator just starts moving by. So I'm like, let's do this. And then that was it.
Did you at least finish?
Oh, I finished. I definitely finished.
I'm about to bust.
I got a tie for two. It's either I was in Vegas and it was either this one's in Vegas. I was found this woman. She was Severe Lankin, and she told me I would look smashing if I shaved my goatee. At the time before the beard was just a long Billy Goat goatee. And I told her she would look smashing if she was gagging on my Johnson. And so then she actually said the words, "Do you want to smash?" All right, cool. The fact that she said smash, I didn't care that she was not that attractive. It was 4:00 in the morning. I've been drinking nothing but Jaeger bombs and fucking whiskey all night. So we couldn't find it. Well, it's Vegas. It's open 24 hours. So first we started in a bathroom and we got caught. Got caught in a bathroom in the MGM. And then she's like, "Well, my room's up here, but I have roommates." And then I said, "Fuck it." I actually grabbed her, just threw her into an alleyway in like a little cubby hole, shoved her head into the ice bin, and went to town on it. Or I been brought over the top floor parking garage in Atlantic City. Probably the two weirdest places.
Bravo.
Well, bravo.
Well, to be fair,
it was a fun time. But so I really want to talk about that story, but we're not going to. My favorite story you have.
Does it involve a wheelchair?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
No, he went American Wedding.
Oh, no, he didn't go American Wedding. I will tell you that all fair. I will tell you that story all fair. That's I want to write like a rom-com type of movie based on this. Like that's how awesome it is to me. And
yes.
It
involves T-Rex arms and an electric wheelchair.
Jesus.
I'm too drunk for this.
I'm too sober for this.
I'm not quite there yet, but we're getting there.
So, have you ever picked up a hitchhiker? I'll start this one with you. Have you ever picked up a hitchhiker?
One time I had. It was just a bunch of kids that needed some gas. So I was actually headed down to Florida. I think I was going down to smash some schmees and going down to Florida for a little bit of vacay. And
that's a far drive. That's a far drive for a booty call, my friend.
Well, I used to live there, so I knew people and everything like that. So I went down just for a little vacation. Was going to stay with my aunt. Some girl hit me up. She's like, "I miss you, Taddy." I'm like, "I'm on my way. Here we come." So I drove down. I finished. I was working at Burger King at the time, actually. That's when I was like right around the time I met you. I was the assistant manager at a Burger King.
Oh yeah, I mean when I didn't know your real name, I thought your real name was Tad.
Yep.
Yeah. That was funny.
Yeah. So I did pick up a hitchhiker just to get them some gas because they were broke down on the side of the road. That's pretty much the only time I've done that, though. I'll never do it again. I'm too old for that shit.
Middle button. That's awesome. That is awesome. Mcsemco, you ever pick up a hitchhiker?
I actually have not. And,
I've actually picked up a lot lizard.
No, I've never seen one of them. I'm a truck driver, by the way.
I've never seen a lot lizard either, but I've never drove a truck, so.
I've seen many in my day.
I heard they're like big out west, kind of like Midwest area, but I don't go there. I just do mainly from like Massachusetts to Virginia. So
Hallsborough, New Jersey.
Oh no. Isn't that up the road?
Yeah, the one up the street. Yeah, there's several lot lizards there. I've seen them.
Oh Jesus.
So you never picked up a hitchhiker?
No. I've actually made that up. I want to make it on my bucket list to pick one up while I'm driving a truck. I'll either die or I'll help someone out, but I'll find out.
So I have two hitchhiker stories. I picked up a hitchhiker once, and I was on something else. I don't know what I was doing. I just pulled up to this person real quick. I forget where I was. I was somewhere out in Bumble, Pennsylvania. And I looked at the guy and I went, listen, I'll take you wherever you got to go. But I popped my trunk list. I need you to hop in the trunk, go in the trunk, grab a helmet. I saw something in a cartoon. I think I can do it. He's like, I'm going to wait for the next guy. Thanks. And I pulled away. And then I picked up some woman. It was like 102 degrees that day, walking down Berlin Road or something like that. And I picked her up and she's like, well, should I thank you? I was like, no, I was just, I was trying to be a gentleman. She's like, well, let me buy you dinner or something like that. I'm like, all right.
It's in the unwritten book of the road.
It was exactly the unwritten rule of the road.
George Carlin.
Yep. And then she literally said, thank you. And I'm like, okay, no problem. And then she's like, my boyfriend's going to be pissed that the car broke down again. I was like, oh, yes.
Rock and roll.
So, yeah, they're all whores. Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
I'll be back. I need some more ice. I'll be right back.
All right. How you making out of this, Mcsemco?
I'm doing good. I'm looking forward to this wheelchair story.
Oh God, yeah, I can't wait to tell you this. So, folks, we are not designing, but pretty much when time. Holy shit! I'm muting that. We are designing. We have a new segment. We've been trying to get forward, but with the way life is and everything like that, we are going to be doing the Mcsemco file. So we have stories like this with Taddy. You're on mute, and with the Mcsemco files, with more stories like that. Oh, look at that whiskey. Pretty much same stories like this, but a little more frothier. A quick little flavor.
I'll start from my lowest, whatever I rank the lowest, and then we get into like the really bad drunk archive of dumb shit I've got into.
Perfect. And Taddy is back with his delicious whiskey. That's not a whiskey in a jarro, is it?
No, it's not mine. This is just some straight wild turkey. But I do make my own bourbon.
I know. I still have some. So here you go. So Mcsemco, when he was a drinker, people were afraid for us to come together and hang out, Mcsemco and I, because with our powers combined, we are a force to be reckoned with. So I gave him a shot of your whiskey, the whiskey that you made for me as a present, and a 20% beer. We split the beer. We had the shots. We split the beer. Somebody threw up.
Yeah, it didn't work well with me.
We were playing Cario Mart with you drink the beer, and then you're playing Mario Kart, but you have to drink the beer, but you can't be driving as you drink the beer. So you have to finish it before the race is over. Have you ever done that?
No, I haven't played that game.
Okay, you never played Mario Kart?
No, I'm saying I've been drinking and playing Mario. Of course, I played Mario Kart, dude. I'm a child of the product of the '90s. So, we've all played Mario Kart.
So he literally, he didn't seem drunk. None of that shit. He's just like, he just stands up. He's like, I'm gonna get a
just right out of nowhere.
Right out of nowhere on the floor.
Whiskey did not sit with me.
Or the 20% beer that you drank.
In my defense, though, after all that, I did drink more.
He did refuel.
I was gonna say it's probably the beer that did you in. Once you start missing shit like that, it's not a good time.
Yeah, because
that's why I stick to liquor. I don't drink beer at all. Well, I cannot stand beer.
Well, see, here's the problem. You're keto. You're you're keto, man, and beer is nothing but carbs. Beer is nothing but carbs.
Even before I was keto, man, I cannot drink beer. I just can't do it. It doesn't do nothing for me.
The beer that I drink literally has the carb content of like 4 loaves of bread. I'm not even shitting you. The beer that I drink, and this is why I went. And this is why I went from 155 pounds to 255 pounds in 6 months. Because when I blew my back out, because all I did was drink and eat, because I'm a fat fuck. And my girlfriend at the time was also a fat fuck. I'm not fat shaming. I listen. I like them thickums, but when she's 5'8" and weighs as much as you do, your current weight as opposed to You know, when you were skinny, that's a problem. You know,
Yeah.
she was 5'8". She was
I
5'8"
remember that
and
one.
250. She was 5'8" and 250 at the time when I was 6 foot 150.
Hey, man.
More
I like to
cushion,
take
pushing.
Hey, dude. Remember this advice. She ain't 380. She ain't a real lady.
Oh man. So
Fat girls are like mopeds. They're fun to ride until your friends catch you.
oh.
Now that we're all canceled.
I'm not fat shaming at all. I love thick girls. I love them.
I know. I can't. It's like I'm gonna make fat jokes because I'm a fat person myself. I am a lot larger than I appear on screen. Also, you gotta love the curves. But be proud of who you are, whoever you are out there. You gotta enjoy who you are, and just be comfortable in your own skin. That's it. So make your own fat jokes. That's how you beat it. Like someone makes a fat joke, yeah, that's right, and then you counter back. So I want to finish on this note. If you hear the music in the background, this is actually Taddy Mcsemco on the vocals and myself on the percussion instruments making noise. But appreciate you coming out, Taddy Mcsemco. Thank you for hanging out. Finally making a full appearance on the podcast.
Yeah, I got too drunk last time.
We all did. We all have gotten too drunk on this podcast before. Taddy will get there one day too.
Yes.
So please check out Tad's Dirty Keto Kitchen on Facebook, and then on Sundays he has Taddy with a toddler.
Taddy and the Toddler Sunday Meal Prep. We changed the time at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we do about between an hour and an hour and a half show, and I teach people how to make low carb, delicious foods, and that you can easily make right in your home.
That's awesome. Because I got to do it. Health wise, I already got a bad ticker as it is, so I gotta lean up a little bit. You know, I'm not gonna get back to 150, but I need to see if I can get down to 200.
Yeah, my ass has a bad bank account, and not eating out all the time would definitely help me out.
Well, if you ate out more, your old lady would be happy.
Listen, she ain't working with much on me. Quarter inch to 70 miles an hour is still quick, though.
I mean, 30 seconds is also quick. It's a 2-pump jump.
Hell yeah.
So, again, Taddy, thanks for last minute calling. We got to get you on for real, get you on for a shot collar event. And Mcsemco, we got to get you going with the shot collar, not shot collar, Mcsemco files. So.
Oh, dude, I want in on the shot collar, too. I'll hit up my anonymous buddy at the warehouse to get a taser.
No, Taddy's got 2 tasers. Taddy's got a cattle prod.
I got a cattle prod, yes.
Jesus.
So we might have to try that.
All right, who's getting an ass branding?
So I have a couple ideas when it comes to that. How do you feel about tattoos, Taddy?
Never. I'm not a fucking sinner.
Drunk tattoo time.
Oh, I'll just do something stupid sober. Alcohol doesn't influence my stupidity.
I gotta say this real quick. Just listen to his voice. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We're gonna let this play out. So be safe. Check us out online, barfingthebashbrigade.threadless.com for swag. Anchor.fm/BATBB/message. You want to leave us a message and talk about, hey, you guys are dumb idiots. You should shut the fuck up. Or Anchor.fm/BATBB/sponsor support. Support to help become a contributing member of this lowest 99 cents a month. And Spotify, Apple Podcasts, your mother's ass. See you guys later.